Hello and welcome, I'm LQ, and this is my Let's Play of Yooka-Laylee. So I've played Yooka-Laylee through myself. I've actually gotten everything in the game. So I've played it once, though, so I haven't played it a lot. I think I just made a really loud noise. But I'm excited to play this game. I've wanted to play it. Yeah, I just saw the loud noise I made. Great. It's going to be awesome. I really wanted to play this game. It is a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie, which is one of my favorite games. And maybe I'll play that game in the future. I'm planning on playing a lot of different games in the future, but I mean, I like that game. I like Yooka-Laylee. I think it's a really fun game. I do think that after a certain point, certain things become a lot easier. So I don't know if I'll do 100% on this playthrough. I might just do like as quickly as I can, or like not necessarily as quickly as I can, but like I'm not going to try and get every like little tiny thing in every area, because some of it is tedious and some of it is difficult. I will do all the bosses in every area. I'll make this browser now. I'll do all the bosses in every area, and I'll find at least half the notes, because some areas, like finding that one note is just, or like not a note, it's a feather. Or finding the one feather is like the smallest, like hardest thing to look for, and it's like, why bother with the whole thing? I'm not reading this. I'm sorry. I missed what he said, but it was probably something like, do you think this is new statue is gold enough, or too golden? Oh, it's focus test it. Focus test it. These employees need someone to look up to. Hold on. What is that? That's the vice president statue, sir. I didn't sign off on that. Plus, it's casting an awkward shadow on the president's pluth. Bin it. Of course, you're the boss now. Now, are we ready to syringe your latest prototype plumbing technology, Dr. Quack? Yes, sir. I've prepared the Novelerist 64, the most it's gone. It's gone. I don't remember what it said. You can use it to steal all the pages of the books in the world and leave as only the players in the market. An equally ruthless and dynamic strategy, Doctor. I like it. Prepare the device immediately. I want to be on the world's four's golf course by lunchtime. Oh, that's like a real businessman being on the golf course. Yes, sir, right away. There you go. Pushing that button like a bro. But, yeah, this game has a really cool premise, and it's about getting pages instead of G's, and, yeah, I mean, I'll talk about a little bit of, like, some people's complaints with the game, but, I mean, it's everything I was expecting it to be, so it's kind of a good plus for the game. He probably said something silly and not necessarily important to the plot. Basically, they're stealing all the books, trying to get the one book that we happen to have, and then they steal our book, but we get to keep, like, some pages from it, and that's how this whole story lets off. So, we're about to see it. This is life. I think this old shipwreck finally feels like home. Laylee. His name, so he's Yuki and the other guy's Laylee. That'll be my vibrant paint job, Yuka. Yuka. It's about time we renovated this place. Most of the rooms haven't been touched since we moved in. Who knows what's hiding underneath the floorboards? Insects, mainly delicious. They were. Because he's an animal, so he's eating the insects. Oh, and some old books I've been using as a drink coaster. Wow, Pirate's Razor, I bet that's worth loads. It looks antique. Really? Do you reckon we should flog it? I'll split you 80-20 in my favor. Hey, my prophet book, it seems to be sucked away. The pages, they're escaping. And they're golden. It's very basic. It's a very basic game. I think about books is a bit more special than you thought, Laylee. I think that book is a bit more special than you thought, Laylee. Quick, after it. It's worth even more now. It's a flying book. Alright, so we're into the game. So I don't remember anything about the game. I do remember that once you get to certain levels, things get easier. I also remember that I have to unlock abilities, so I have to go do that by going this way, I think. But I'm like, super excited. Playtectonics is the developers of the game, and they are basically made up of the old Rare staff, and Rare is no longer made up of these people or no longer in business. I don't particularly remember or have paid attention to what happened to Rareware after all that stuff. I think they're no longer in business. Of course it's me, Trousers, the honest and dexterous salesman. Yes, I remember. You're the crook who sold us all the dodgy flat screens. Flat screens. Wow, can I not speak today? That's okay. Hope it's not me. You're sure mistaken, friend. Hey Trousers, did you happen to see a magical flying book go through here? For 5 quills I did. Their demand for this book business has been kicked off. Perhaps you can find enough in these treasure chests lying around. I already tried lockpicking these while Yooka-Laylee was asleep. No chance. To unlock them, you just need one of my trademark special moves. By using X, our green friend here can perform the tail swirl attack. It's smashing. It just smashes stuff. It's just a basic attack. Alright, he basically just gives us stuff, but I have to go get 5 quills. I'm with quills. I'm one of 200 on each world. Collect us to purchase new moves. So that's basically what he is. There's 10, I want to say 10 quills in this first area. I believe it's 10. It might be 11. Nope, it's 10. You know why I know it's 10? Because there's only even numbers in this area. Oh yes, and then there's butterflies, which the way butterflies work is if you run into them, they give you health, but if you eat them, they give you power, or vice versa. I'm sure I just said it and I just wasn't paying attention. I've never noticed that before. That's cool. Anyway, the upside down TV, I'm sure that was not unclear. I'm sure that was very clear what I was talking about. Okay, so that's not what I want either. The camera is a little wonky. I know that was like some people's big complaints, but it's like that's what these games are about. These games are about funky cameras and having to try and figure out how to maneuver with like the world's like worst 3D camera in a video game. I mean, it makes sense. Hey, that's 5. Alright, let's go back. I think maybe there's 5 in the next area, or that's it. That's it, or there's 10 in this area, and I just can't. I'm not going to be able to find them all, but that's fine. Like I said, I'm not going to try and be like, I've got to finish this game 100%, because I've already done that, and it was fun. No, see, definitely, there's definitely 5 in this area, so, or 10 in this area, rather. But I am not going to do that, because I don't need to. Go on then, Lisp. Spill the beans. Where's our book? Book's beyond the thing, and I'm gonna open it up now for you. I'm heading there myself to sell some moves. Allow me to raise the gate. So now we have to head to the tower, and then our adventure can finally actually begin. But, yeah, you don't need to crouch, and then swimming is just as awful as you'd think it'd be. Terrible, terrible thing. But is a lot, I'm saying a lot today. This game was, like, a super huge deal when it was, like, being thought up and, like, developed and stuff. Mainly because, it was basically made by, it was basically independent, but it was made by a team that wasn't independent at the time. So like, doesn't sound right. So the team that made it, like independent, when you hear like indie games, you're hearing about people who like are new and like they're just trying to get their feet wet into the gaming industry, and they might have no trespassing. I'm sorry, hold on. No trespassing. This is private property. Hello, we're searching for our missing book. It looked like it went this way. Your book belongs to us now, as will most of the world's supply. Before long, wahahaha. That's a weird business plan. Are you opening a book mobile? Actually, it's just one book in particular we're interested in. Now, scram before I call security. There's something not right about this place, Laylee. We should investigate. Alright, so like because it was made by old Rare developers, technically it's an indie game, but it's made by people who've been in the industry for years. So like, it's something I hadn't really been heard of before, and it's kind of groundbreaking in itself because they've developed it, and you know, it's basically a full game, but it's an independent game. Lovely to see you again, pals. I see you've gotten up to speed with your basic moves. Yooka gave himself a short tutorial in that, in a way. Smashing, time to put your skills to work. I spotted a piece of your book. All the way at the top. But yeah, so this game is like, people were looking out for it for a really long time. It was backed on Kickstarter, and it was, I'm not really reading this. He's just babble. But it was backed on Kickstarter for a while, and then I didn't personally get a chance to back it. I didn't have at the time I didn't really know about what was going on with it, and then by the time I really saw it, I was after the Kickstarter, and then I also didn't have money at the time either, but like that didn't play into the aspect of it. Like I thought I wasn't working, but I didn't have money to spend on games, and I didn't have a computer to really play them. So there's just this like little bit of the game now. But no, so it was backed on Kickstarter, and then people like got like super huge about it. I remembered an ability I have later, but I can't use that obviously now. So I tried to jump and then I couldn't do it. So there's going to be a couple of instances of that in this game where I'm going to like jump and then jump and then be like, oh no. There we go. Boom, got a page. Boom, baby, yeah, pages. But this game is like a shit ton of fun. Yeah, just a whole bunch. So I'm definitely gonna play through it. It's definitely a series. I'm just fully gonna go through the whole game. It's been stolen by the evil corporate bee. If Hurlby unlocks the power within, his crooked company will have the power to rewrite the universe. Luckily, us pages have been fled the one book and gone into hiding. Without the pages, the one book is just an empty shell. If you use me to unlock one of the grand tombs in this factory, we can transport to another world and search for more of my friends. Don't worry, we'll help you, Pagey. Come on, Laylee, let's go find one of these grand tombs and search for the pages. It's tomes, not tombs. I get that. I just said tombs. Hey, pals, I believe I can assist you on your quest. Why don't you come see me for the details? So we will see Trousers next time. So I'm going to leave this episode here. If you guys like this episode, give it a like. If you dislike this episode, give it a dislike. And I will see you in the next episode.